My 90-year-old grandma's secret weapon for ageless joints. My grandmother is 90 years old, and honestly, she moves better than most 50-year-olds. It's pretty amazing. People are always asking her what her secret is. For years, she'd just smile and say, "Good habits." But not long ago, she finally let me in on her real secret weapon for keeping her joints so healthy. And it's probably not what you're thinking. It's not some pricey gadget or a brutal workout plan. It's a simple, natural compound that she has quietly made a part of her life for decades. Her story made me question everything I thought I knew about getting older. It made me realize that the stiffness, aches, and loss of mobility so many of us just accept as part of life might not have to be. What if you could feel as good at 70, 80, or even 90 as you did at 50? Stick with me, because I'm not only going to reveal her secret weapon, but I am also going to break down the science that proves her right and share the simple daily routine that keeps her joints feeling young. The problem we all face. Let's be real. For most people, getting older can feel like a slow-motion breakdown. It starts small. Maybe a knee that clicks when you stand up, or a shoulder that aches after a day in the garden. Morning stiffness becomes a new, unwelcome friend. Before you know it, you're saying no to things you used to love. No to that long walk in the park. No to getting on the floor to play with your grandkids. No to that hobby that just feels like a little too much work now. This isn't just a physical thing, it's a thief of joy. It's that frustrating feeling of your body not keeping up with your spirit. You see the world moving around you and you feel like you're stuck on the sidelines. We're often told this is just a normal part of aging, a consequence of wear and tear. We're given prescriptions for pain relievers and told to just take it easy. But what if that's not the whole story? While my friends started complaining about their parents' new aches and pains in their 60s and 70s, my grandmother was a walking contradiction. At 90, she's still out in her garden every single morning. She still walks to the local market, carrying her own groceries. She lives on her own, with a vitality that is just astounding. Her hands, which have seen nearly a century of life, are nimble. Her steps are steady. Her energy seems endless. Seeing her, I just couldn't accept that debilitating joint pain was everyone's destiny. There had to be something more to her good habits than just a positive attitude. I was determined to figure it out. The search for the secret. For years, whenever I'd ask my grandma for her secret, she'd just wave her hand and say, "Oh, I just eat well and keep moving." It was both inspiring and incredibly frustrating. What did eating well really mean? I started paying closer attention. I basically became a detective in her kitchen, an observer of her daily life. I saw she wasn't following any trendy diets. No keto, no paleo, no obsessive calorie counting. Her meals were simple, whole, and consistent. But there was one pattern that jumped out. 2 or 3 times a week, without fail, her lunch or dinner centered around one thing: fatty fish. It would be a simple piece of grilled salmon or a salad topped with sardines. At the time, I brushed it off. It's just healthy food, right? But then I noticed something else. On the days she didn't eat fish, she had a small, private ritual with her morning tea. A single, amber-colored soft-gel capsule taken from a plain bottle she kept on the counter. It was so routine, so seamlessly part of her day, that you'd easily miss it if you weren't looking. One day, I finally asked her straight up, "Grandma, what is in that capsule you take every morning?" She looked at me, and with that familiar twinkle in her eye, she said, That's my insurance policy, for my joints." That was the light bulb moment. The puzzle pieces started clicking into place. It wasn't just good habits. It was a specific, targeted strategy. Her diet and her insurance policy were working together. I knew I was onto something. This wasn't just a grandmother's folk wisdom. This was a clue. And that clue sent me on a deep dive into the science of joint health, aging, and inflammation. The science behind Grandma's wisdom. What I found was a total revelation. My grandmother's simple habit wasn't just some quaint family tradition. It's backed by a huge amount of scientific research. That amber-colored capsule contained fish oil, a rich source of something called omega-3 fatty acids. And scientists have been studying these powerful fats for decades, consistently linking them to incredible benefits for joint health. Here's what I learned. A major reason our joints get stiff and painful as we age is inflammation. Think of it as a constant, low-grade fire inside your joints that slowly wears down the protective cartilage. This is where omega-3s come in. They are potent anti-inflammatory agents. They work at a cellular level to block some of the pathways that trigger this inflammatory fire. Your body even uses them to create powerful compounds called resolvins, which are scientifically shown to actively help resolve inflammation and ease pain. The evidence is compelling. Multiple meta-analyses and reviews of studies have found that taking fish oil can significantly decrease joint tenderness and stiffness in patients with inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. Other studies have shown that omega-3 supplementation can help improve muscle strength, mobility, and physical function in older adults, which is crucial for staying active and independent. And for the common wear and tear of osteoarthritis, research has shown that DHA-rich fish oil, a key type of omega-3, can reduce pain and improve overall well-being in older adults. The science was all there. My grandmother, with her simple, intuitive habit, was using a scientifically proven strategy to keep the fire of inflammation at bay, protecting her joints from the inside out. Before I reveal exactly how my grandmother uses this secret weapon in her daily life, the specific amounts and routines that you can follow, if you are finding this story helpful and believe in combining timeless wisdom with modern science, take a second to hit that subscribe button. We're dedicated to uncovering more secrets like this to help you live a long, vibrant, and healthy life. The reveal: the secret weapon is omega-3. So, let's name it clearly. My grandmother's secret weapon for ageless joints is omega-3 fatty acids, specifically the types known as EPA and DHA, which are most abundantly found in fatty fish and high-quality fish oil supplements. This isn't a magic pill that will reverse decades of damage overnight. It's a foundational piece of her health puzzle. Think of it like a gardener tending to the soil. The omega-3s are the nutrients that enrich the soil, making it resilient and robust, so that the plants, or in this case the joints, can thrive for years. For her, it's not a treatment she started after the pain began. It's a protective measure she's maintained for decades to ensure the pain never had a chance to take hold. It's this consistency that has compounded over the years, giving her the incredible mobility she enjoys today. Grandma's actionable protocol for ageless joints now. For the most important part, how you can make this a part of your own life. My grandmother's approach is brilliantly simple and follows a 3-step protocol that anyone can adopt. Step 1. The Food First Foundation. Her primary source of omega-3s is always food. The goal is to eat fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week. We're talking about fish like salmon, mackerel, anchovies, and sardines. A serving is about the size of your palm. This provides a natural, whole food source of these crucial fats, along with other nutrients, and aligns perfectly with recommendations from major health organizations like the American Heart Association. Step 2. The Daily Insurance Supplement. On the days she doesn't eat fish, she takes her insurance policy, a single fish oil capsule. This is where dosage is key. For general health, most health organizations recommend a daily intake of 250 to 500 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA. A standard 1,000 milligram fish oil capsule usually provides around 300 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA, making one capsule a perfect daily supplement for maintenance. You have to read the label to be sure. This is considered a safe and effective dose for most people, but it is absolutely critical to talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you are on medications like blood thinners, as fish oil can have a mild blood thinning effect. Step 3. The Synergistic Habits. This final step is what makes the whole strategy so powerful. My grandmother always says the oil is there to grease the gears, but you still have to turn them. The supplement isn't an excuse to be sedentary. She combines her omega-3 intake with gentle daily movement. For her, that's an hour of gardening or a brisk 30-minute walk. This synergy is crucial. The omega-3s help reduce inflammation, while movement helps maintain flexibility, strengthen supporting muscles, and circulate healthy fluid through the joints. In fact, some studies suggest that combining omega-3s with exercise can enhance physical performance and support muscle health as we age. So there you have it. My grandmother's secret weapon isn't some rare exotic herb or a complicated, expensive therapy. It's the simple, consistent, and scientifically validated habit of ensuring a daily supply of omega-3 fatty acids built on a foundation of whole foods and gentle movement. It is a powerful reminder that we don't have to be passive victims of the aging process. We can make proactive choices that protect our bodies and preserve our quality of life for decades. Her story proves that with the right habits, turning 90 can be a milestone of vitality, not fragility. It's about thriving, not just surviving. If my grandma's story has inspired you, please give this video a like and share it with someone you know who believes that age is just a number. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Now, I highly recommend you watch our video on the top 5 gentle exercises for lifelong joint mobility to perfectly complement what you've learned today.